Indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. It is a Wednesday, my dudes, as we say. And that means we'll be dancing. Isn't that right? To be expected, you say. I say, it's going to be fun. It's going to give me something to do and gives us enough time to come into the space together because today's stream topic is an intense one, talking about self-confidence. And I feel like this is like an extension of that, right? Right? Dancing like a madman takes a certain amount of self-confidence, sure. Sure. But I'll have you know that I fight self-confidence issues more than anyone else. That's usually how it is, isn't it? Yeah, Moss. Can't escape. You're uncritical. But you can be present despite of it. Bruh, I think my speaker is talking to too many oaks at the same time. There we go. Da-da-da. Yes. All right. Now, where are we going to throw ourselves into? That's the real question. Part of me is just scrolling deeply. Just going to pick it where it finds me. New Age. New Age. Yeah. I've been feeling a bunch of New Age energy. My dad would probably lose his mind if he heard me say that. But let's dance. Yeah, boss. This is gonna be it. Oh, nah. I'm gonna bring you closer. I'll bring you closer. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's music, I'll say. What? Was that a beat in the distance? Does that sound like a beat to me? Hey, I can pick up a beat. Woo! Wow. No. Hey, Dan. It's nice having you here, bro. You dancing with us? Do. Da. You think you can rest? Citron says. Catch your breath. Quick. You. Wow. Run out. You gotta stop being spot on with these topics. Feeling empowered today. High fives of confidence, bro. You got this, though. You deserve to be self-confident. Again, I am doing all of this right now, and I'll admit that it took me a certain amount of self-confidence to get here. And you might assign a certain idea about you not being able to do this because of the lack of self-confidence. I'm still dealing with the lack of self-confidence. I'm just doing it anyway, right? Right? And in that way, all of the self-confidence that you get, you have to give to yourself. Yes. Yes. I am the Psytrance hippie. What a vibe. Dan, can I just tell you, bro, you high-fiving our confidence give me such a boost. Like an extra layer of just like fucking stoked. Yeah! I am sunburned. I don't know if this is helping. The sun's out. Please, Mr. Suns, please. Please. I might put the microphone down close to where the sound will stay constant.
Walking in the rain never felt right till you came along and got me so high. You go on and get me through.
What a vibey track? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. I can vibe. Fake outs to be expected. All right. Mercy. Mercy. Hey. Don't judge me, okay? Howdy, folks. Hey, Sam. It's nice having you here. I'm looking forward to seeing Mel dance in the snow. Yeah, next week, Wednesday. No, not yet. Next week, Wednesday. He'll be on here comparing it to walking on hot coals. Maybe I will. Goes and search. What are other things to say like hot coals? It's like stepping on sharp thorns. Yes, but it's soft water. This one is not bad. I like all those sounds, I'll say. But I also like catching my breath for just a second. No, I'm gonna skip this one. Yeah. Whatever that is. I must have liked it back then for a reason. Hi, you again. It's me again. Here again. With you again. As has been and as will be. Manifesting for now and into the future. Bless you. Blessings. Get blessed though. Just imagining some stranger just like scrolling through and suddenly gets blessed by accident. It's so hot. I hope you're dancing with me. Send me some of your cold. I think it's the humidity that's getting me today. It's not that hot, it's just very high humidity. Yeah. All right. Okay, come on. I'll dance to that. All right, that's me, yo. That's me. I'm sure what comes next is good. But I need to catch my breath. Whew. Hey, Georgie. Sponges. Sponges, bro. Absorb all the goodness while it's here, kind of thing. It's Wednesday. Rain's still behind. Welcome to Wednesday, homie. The last green day until April. Suck it in, guys. Yeah. Yo, the humidity is crazy. It is probably like in the upper 90s. I can feel my ears sweating. I'm gonna go for a walk. Gather myself, and then I'll try to talk again. Okay? That sounds fair to me. Wild how quickly, almost like a shift of direction, can give you something to talk about again. I usually start these streams by giving you friends a little bit of an insight into the experience I had leading up to it. And I had visitors, people coming to say their highs and byes to me before I come to your side of the world. And it was beautiful. Getting to spend some time with myself, to say it in hippie woo-woo ways, right? Realizing that we're all the same entity, the same unity, experiencing. And we get so very uppity in our egos about what experience it is we're supposed to be having. I'm not innocent if there's any blame to be cast. I want to make this space and what I imagine is better, right? And in that way, I find myself sometimes not appreciating what is. We get so stuck in thinking about what to make better that we don't appreciate how good it is. Maybe that's what we need to come back to as a society, right? There's a concept called degrowth. And it is kind of like a shift in a way to do things. So that our society has been very growth focused. Margins, numbers, scale. Push as much as quickly as you can, no matter if it's of poor quality or if nobody's gonna want it. Just make a lot, and then we'll figure out what to do afterwards. Degrowth isn't not choosing to grow anymore. It's just choosing to not grow in those ways. To not use the things that we use for growth for waste. And it's gonna be hard. I would like to make a difference. Sure, who doesn't want to make a difference? I know I do. Gonna do that. That's one way to do it, and I don't have to hold it. Dark and stormy, undeniably beautiful. It does have that vibe, huh? Yeah. Sometimes self-confidence be like dark and stormy. You know? This thing is adding too much weight to my head. Nothing. Those are my lines. There we go. Perfect. I'm still catching my breath. I'm buying time. I feel like what's happening? I'm still pushing 120 BPM, so I'm calming myself. I am so calm. I am so calm. Calm as Kobe. Calm as a Kobe is. That's how calm I am. You're such a creature. You're so vulnerable. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having these little leggies? There he goes. Self-confidence. He's gained a lot of self-confidence, this little dude. Yeah. When he just moved in, so to say, the level of fear I would see in this little creature. Like literally, I walk into the kitchen and then he sees my reflection on the window, what looks like outside, starts losing his mind. So scared. Such a scaredy dude. He's grown up a little bit, become a little bit more of a Jack Russell. Wow. Self-confidence. It's a topic that came up a few times a day as well. The centering thought that I brought into the space for my yoga class today was performance anxiety. Right? And I, at one point in the practice, said, as I was doing the yoga, that you can appreciate, participate in the performance without participating in the anxiety. Right? And I feel like there's a little bit of, I want to use the word leeway, I think people will give you if they see you leaning into the performance instead of leaning into your anxieties. Because people can pick up. Even telling people that you're feeling a little bit anxious, I guess. I respect all of you a lot. Things are that way. I respect all of you. looks in crowd, I respect you so much. Don't want you to think less of me. I value your time, so I'll try and share it with so much love as I can. Can we take Eva and Kobe with? You're going to have to do the streams with the Barbie. It's true. They're not going with us. No. Kobe is staying here. Hij moet hier zo blij. Dat is zo. Hij moet hier zo blij. Maar I already have Zoberb feathers in my hat. So I think it's going to be nice to get to learn in a whole new way. Right, have a whole other entity in our space. I can imagine him making a part of the streams. I can just see it happening. And from Caroli in England, hey again. It's nice having you here, friend. Welcome. Back to South Africa. This is, yeah, a week from now, I'll not be in South Africa. 1 week from now, I will not be in South Africa anymore. Where are you from? I'm from South Africa. Born and raised here. I went to Asia for a while. I taught English there. Came back with a lot of gratitude for this space. I am kind of far out in the middle of nowhere. It's something that I didn't appreciate before I left. And now we're talking about Evo. Now we're heading to a whole new world, right? I look forward to finding appreciation in the same way. I think one big change is going to be the fact that it's going to be a different time of day for me too. I'll be suddenly in the time of day that you friends are, where usually I'm finishing my day with these streams, and then you friends are starting your day on your side. I'll officially be finishing my streams and then starting my day with you. You're surrounded by grass, bro. I'm surrounded by stony sand. I can just buy, but no problem. I can just buy grass. It's true. They sell grass in 1 gram baggies. Sounds so insensitive to say it in that way. This is not my grass, technically, right? And weirdly enough, during my shower today, I had like a whole thought about this, and like entertained me. It is a little bit of a uh, tangent on self-confidence, right? I live with a certain amount of self-confidence into my experiences, almost like I own the things that I'm experiencing, right? I take ownership, right? I take it personally in that way. For instance, if I use your vehicle, right, I'm not going to destroy it because that would be, an affront to me too, in that way, right? And I, I I'm getting lost in my own sauce. I'm sorry. Let's bring it back. This fractal of being not having grass, right? Where I thought to myself that some of the most beautiful experiences that I've had was walking a park, right? That I didn't know who it was owned by. I didn't have to pay anybody technically. Tree, I could just walk it, uh, right? Like there was no monetary exchange necessary, but because of the amount of ownership that I lived into, right? Like looking at something, like I'm the one that's appreciated for its beauty in a way that nobody else might have before me, kind of thing, right? And in that way, you get to be wealthy wherever you go. Am I watching? You see, bro. You know what? It's still kind of funny. I'll take it. Melty. Melty, I got a new critter friend yesterday. I walked outside and a juvenile possum was chilling on the patio. He was jet black with a snow white face. Little dude wasn't nervous at all. I think I have a possum. Feels very part of the course. Jaju being adopted by a possum. A juvenile possum at that. I'm just imagining this like cool dude, possum. It's like, fuck you, mom. I'm gonna find my own way, and then moves in with Jaju. He found the right way, I'll say. Sending you love, Jaju. Smaller than a small house cat. Yeah, won't eat that much. Perfect size. Can fit it in a tube sock. Stop. Stop. Why are you like this? I ask myself. Our minds. It's not about the first thought you have, it's about the second one. Remind yourself thereof as well. If you worry yourself in a way that it relates to self confidence, don't give so much attention to the first thought you have. Give more attention to the second one. Allow yourself to be without judgment. Right? I feel if you can manage that, you're as close to self confidence as it gets. Hmm? Stop. Just stop. Like it's okay, I guess, according to society, to judge others. But at the very least, can you stop judging yourself? Can you put that big old stick down? Guilty, I say to myself. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to think. You are allowed to breathe. And you are allowed to think. You don't need much more than that to have confidence. All right. Become very mindful of how you breathe. Become very mindful of how you think. Can you show me the view? Cowboy hat. Hey, truly. Sure, I'll show you the view. You want to see what's going on? That's what I'm looking at. This, I'm technically the one who put that there. I should be the one who puts it away. I cut some woods. I should do. And then we got trees. Sure. Not much I can do about the shakiness. Sorry, homies. Like this thing is gonna stick. Spider lilies. This is technically, in my opinion, perfect summer weather. Where it's like in the high 70s, low 80s, overcast. A little bit of rains, just a little bit. Like we had a few drops a few times, cooling things down. The view is truly mesmerizing. It's a space that I have come to appreciate more now than ever. It's like we don't realize what it is that is really valuable to us. I feel in today's society, we're told what's valuable. Well, we're told, convincingly so. This is how you're supposed to values. This is this is how much you should be valued. Gain this skill, demand this dollar per hour. You think someone's paying me to be like this? Nope. Someone's gonna have to pay me to be somewhere else. And unfortunately, that's the world we find ourselves in right now. However, if we cannot lose ourselves in that whole value exchange, right? If we don't exchange ourselves away for the value we gain, maybe we'll keep some self confidence. I have to work with the little dude a bit before I get uncomfortable enough to get scritches, but I have faith that I can domesticate this one. I'm pretty good at getting feral critters to warm up. I'm imagining it's cold or something where you are, Jaju, and you're like trying to save this creature. Uh, maybe you want a pet. Maybe that's what it's really about. Could be nice to have something to care for, almost in that way. And I believe this, caring for ourselves through this creature. Just don't cut yourself short in the process. I think that's the only thing I have to say about this, bro. Warm up together. Live for yourself, not for the society. I think, again, I don't know if that's necessarily what I'm saying. I'm saying there should be some sort of balance. There should be some sort of balance. Like, let yourself live for yourself, but also realize that everything, in a way, that you have is from society, and giving back to that in the way that you can add value to it, right? And the way that I have found a way to, some might, especially where I'm from, not consider it valuable, right? But it is a matter of, as you said, it's valuable to me, right? Even if it might not be as valuable to society, it's valuable enough to me to continue being that way, right? And that's like kind of like where you have to find like a groove. It's like, is there some overlap in the way that you want to be and the way that society can tolerate you being, right? And it is a tolerance thing, because society is pretty malleable. It can take you being a little bit weird. A little bit of weird, sometimes okay. And right now, maybe not okay. Right now, if you look at the political, like maybe not okay right now, but a little bit of strange. We need more perspective than anything, right? Like, we are very much stuck in a certain way of doing things for a while now, and finding value in your own life, realizing that the true value, the most valuable thing you'll ever get, you already have. Here it is. It's yours. You, now it's just about maintaining that. Exercise. Try and eat good food. Right? Part of me, this is the part of me that's a sadist. Uh, like, there's a whole thing called freegan. You ever heard about this, homies? Freegans, whereas a society of people that refuse to purchase food, and everything they eat they get for free. So they'll like go to waste bins, and they'll make sure like the food hasn't been off for that long or smell it, and then that's what they eat, and they live that way. And I was like, yes, see, that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it, you know. And I feel like this is the way that I see it, at the very least, is that it shows us the amount of different adaptations to reality is going to make it more and more, I think, nuanced, right? It's like we'll realize that all experience is almost like a band of extremes. And some people find themselves more comfortable when they're comfortable, right? Some people like their plushy bed and their fast internet connection and their air conditioning, and that's what they want, right? And some people want to sometimes sleep in a tent. Sometimes. I don't know if I'm one of those people. I don't know. But I do it anyway, because there are other experiences that come with it, right? And I feel like that's, again, where I'm trying to share today, is like adapting to society's whims and to your own. Push yourself. Push yourself into discomfort. I think maybe that's the thing as well. Like, I can imagine it's uncomfortable becoming a freegan. Very uncomfortable, but you can push yourself into existing if that's what it takes. Make sure you continue to exist. The wisdom and balance in the person is awe-inspiring more often than not. Beautiful statements you make. The wisdom and balance in me, no, I thought in a person, is awe-inspiring. I think so too, though, right? Like, any person that you meet, they are technically balancing, you know, their entire life story, their worry about what you might be thinking about them in this moment, their worry about what they're thinking about themselves as it relates to how you're seeing them, how they might be seen by their society, their employer, their significant other. All right, before you realize this person is balancing, this whole stack of responsibilities. You're amazing. No, you. No, you are amazing. I'm having an urge to dance in that view. We did. If you skip to the start of this stream, you'll get beats to dance to too, truly. Blessed and highly favored. Carol, you've been getting older. Water you need every day. I don't know if I've been missing context. Love is true. Day 3 of asking Mel to let me inherit the farm. Day 3 of me eating no food. All right. After today's dance, I can really feel that any inkling of what glycogen used to be in my muscles got gaddied, shot in the barrel. So, unless you are willing to dance as hard as I am on this farm, I don't think I could give it to you, bro. You'll have to outdance me for it first. Fucking outdance me. I dare you. I dare you to outdance me. Last man standing gets the farm. I'll dance on your corpse. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm stopping. I can calm myself down. Day 3 of me eating no food. I'm thinking about you while I cram this scrambled egg sandwich into my gob. Yeah, do think of me. Pray for me. Yes, I am eating myself right now. And it feels good. It feels good to burn my own energy as fuel. It is a little bit psychedelic, I'll say. Definitely does have that quality to it. I'm eating a fried chicken leg as we speak. Yeah, see, this is why we no food talk. Damn it, no food talking in my stream. I might be fasting. You don't know, and I might be. So no talking about food right now. Or I'll go get my big stick. It's my way of fasting. I mean, all of us do fast, even if it's occasionally and accidentally. When you go to sleep and you stop eating, congratulations. I eat fast. I do too. I don't think it's good for us necessarily. We need to slow that process down as well. Give the satiety signals to kick in, they say. I'm only now catching my breath again. I'm still pushing 103 BPM. How about that? Yeah. I feel like I've been challenging my self confidence a lot. Does chicken legs even have meat? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Challenging my own self confidence as of late, right? Where I deal with more, like I'll call it internal criticism than I might be, presenting. Where it can get so heavy to the point where I don't see value in my own existence, right? Like the prospect of me needing food to eat tomorrow again, maybe, right? If I have to ask for that food of a person and that person has to tell me that they would rather see me dead than feed me, I would rather die than be fed, kind of. And it's like, what is that? What is that? Why is it like that? All right? Like, don't I deserve at least, I say to myself, the confidence of knowing that I am worthy of existing? At the very least. I lost 45 pounds last year, Melty. It came from bread and sugars mostly. Yep. That's what'll do it. That's where I gained. Well, what I had, I've now destroyed it again. My mom was not happy with me telling her. Like, I did share with you friends that I hit 200 pounds. I hit 200 pounds, and then I was like, okay, stop. On. And then started fasting. And then within the first 2 days, I lost 4 kilograms. And my mom was like, how is that? And it's like half of it's probably water, but your body burns a lot of energy. And if you feed it good stuff, technically you'll never be fat again, right? And if you start getting fat, stop eating. And then you'll burn all of what you've eaten. I don't, if you know this, but chicken be full of meats. Yeah, the more you know. I probably will eat a lot of chicken on that side as well, I imagine. I think that is the most affordable source of protein. I also want to go and hunt for myself. How about that, though? Going and gaan getting myself a bow and then walking into the fields and then slaying a creature and carrying it out of said fields, probably straight towards a butcher because I can't. Please don't let me. I know how to, but butchering an animal is not uh, fun. I don't think it's supposed to be fun, but it gets you proteins and plants mostly. Yeah, if you can, fruits and keto, right? Do keto, and then if you're going to do a lot of intense work, right, like liken it to a marathon, liken it to a hike, take carbohydrates with you for energy boost, right? But yeah, I'm in a state of ketosis right now, and it does allow you a little bit more stability in your energy. You think your homies are almost gonna get rolling? Yeah, we do have some homies here. Not everybody is as comfortable being on this side of the camera, right? Something self-confidence, nudging. They have more than enough to be self-confident about, but they're also leaders in this space. And sometimes we find ourselves extra critical of ourselves as it relates to how we're seen. All right, and I feel like maybe that's the last point to close today's stream off on, is that allow yourself to be confident through the eyes of others as well, right? I think sometimes it helps, and maybe I'll take this moment to tell you, Reino, you're a great guy, kind and friendly and a joy to be around. Ruben, you're stark. Jy's a stark mens, dude, in spirit and in body, bro. And like hearing these things, it gives us a boost of self-confidence, right? I can see it in both your spirits, just a little bit of a, and know that that's how you're actually seen. The story that we have inside, rarely indicative of actual reality. If you don't show your faces, Sam can't burn you. That's what you think. That your anonymity makes you safe from me. Sam is being all back. Anyway, Sam is also a pastor on her side, so she knows. Yeah. I'm gonna show the friends a flower, and then maybe you can listen to the poem with me. I'm gonna be back in a second, homies. I think I already brought it over. I have so many tabs open in my brain. There it is. Jag ser så stark, I can miss my tablet. All right. Here it is. Ooh, yo. That is today's pieces we're presenting it. I was an ordained minister at one point. I'm not surprised you to judge you. Yeah, it attracts a certain kind. Sam is going to be the one that marries. Sam is also a pastor. Sure. Yeah, don't sell yourself short, Sam. Don't sell yourself short. There we go. And then the poem went alongside it. Titled, The Deeper You Think. There are layers to gratitude. Most of us never peel back. The outer layer is polite, well-mannered, said after the fact. Thank you for this. Thank you because of that. It's real, but it's late to the party. Then there is another kind. Not a reaction, not a verdict passed on the day, but a posture. A way of arriving before the moment explains itself. No one wakes up grateful for the hour when the world is still yawning. No one thanks the cold floor or the unearned darkness. And yet, if you show up anyway, if you stand there without demanding meaning, the sky sometimes opens a secret. A sunrise slips into the room like it was waiting for a witness. Gratitude didn't cause it, but presence made space for it. This is the deeper thank you. Not spoken after something good happens, but lived before it decides to. It is the courage to be available to the moment as it is without negotiating the terms. When you do that, experience starts giving gifts it doesn't give to the impatient. Colors arrive more saturated. Small mercies step forward. Ordinary seconds reveal what they've been holding, beauty, all along. Gratitude in this way is not praise, it's participation. It is saying yes to the unfinished sentence of now, trusting that meaning likes to emerge mid breath. And the strange magic is this: the more fully you arrive, the more there is to receive. Not because life changes its rules, but because you stopped watching it from the doorway. There is always something worth thanking, and it rarely announces itself. It waits for us to be there when it happens. And when we are, gratitude stops being a response and becomes a way of seeing, a quiet art of letting the world surprise us into appreciation. I am surprised by this day. I didn't. I was surprised, I'll say. I'll say, pretty surprised. And I've had so much to appreciate because of it. I thank you, friends, for appreciating this moment with me. Nothing beats all good pumpkin pie. I've never had pumpkin pie. I'll come and eat it on your side. It's about apple, Joe. I am lost. It's all about apple. Oh, apple pie? I've had apple pie. I didn't like it. Right? And one of the other reasons I don't talk about food is because I'll fucking give you opinions you don't like, definitely. Love to you. I'll say goodbye for now. See you friends tomorrow again.